Hello, everyone. It's just going to be me today. Catherine had some other things to take care of. But as always, if you're here, say hello, say hi, say what you had for breakfast, whatever you feel like sharing in the chat. And we do have some things to update, but I'll wait just 1 second for people to come in and say hello and all that. So I do know we have a long weekend coming up because Monday is a holiday. It is President's Day. So if that's going to be you, if that's going to be you on a long weekend, congratulations. I hope you have some fun. And again, for the people who are just joining, please do say hello in the chat, and I will say hi back. And if you have a question or something, feel free to put it there. But this will probably be a short one because it is just me and I'm just not that entertaining by myself without Catherine. Since more people are starting to come in, hello, how are you? I hope you enjoy your 3-day weekend if you're in the US and you have something to long weekend from. I will be probably hanging out with my husband. Well, not probably, we already said we would. So, for the stuff that is upcoming, the first thing, which is available now actually, is going to be the Lipedema Care 30-day Kickstart Plan. So this is something for, we focus on it a lot where we talk about returning to the basics and all of this stuff because it's not just for people who are new to lipedema, and there are increasingly more and more new people who are getting diagnosed, but it's also for people who've been in the thick of it for a long time and just need to return back to the very basics of basics and kind of do a little reset. So we have the Lipedema Care 30-day Kickstart Plan, and the cool thing is if you buy this, you get lifetime access, so it's not like you have to do it all in a month, or even that you have to do it this month. You can do it at your own pace, pretty much whenever you want. And it is currently on sale for $47. So I will put that in the chat. $47 with the coupon code KICK47. I believe if you go there now, it'll auto apply. But again, if you're just getting into things or you want to return, just do a little reset for spring. A spring reset could be, we're not quite there yet, but we're getting there. Then yeah, this might be something that you could be interested in. There's a bunch of different stuff that is included in this. Let me expand that out. Yeah, that button. What is included? So there's multiple different tracks. It's like one track a week, and they each focus on different things. But basically, it comes with a lot of our really popular presentations and stuff that we do, but then also a lot of ebooks and other resources. So very handy to have all in one place, because that is the other thing, is there's not a lot of stuff that kind of collects all of this beginner information or reset information all in one place. And I suppose closer to spring, it could be your Valentine's Day gift to yourself, or a loved one if you know someone with lipedema. Okay, so that's the first thing. The second thing is that next week, there will not be a Facebook Live because both Catherine and I, as well as Dr. Carmody and Dr. Roxon, are going to be in Boston for the Boston Lymphatic Symposium because they're doing a symposium all on lipedema. So I'm going to be speaking, Dr. Carmody is going to be speaking, and then also Dr. Roxon and a bunch of other people, but those are some familiar names you may know who are going to be speaking there. And then, yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff. So I will be in the clinicians track because that's the track that my presentation is part of. So I'll be attending that one. Catherine is going to be in the patient track. So they have two parallel tracks going on at the same time. And then the week after next, we will both come back here to report back on what we saw, what we heard, who we met, all that stuff. So my presentation is going to be on a holistic approach to self-care, which is fun. So it's going to be based off of the chapter that I co-wrote in the textbook that is coming out in April. But it's talking about self-care approaches instead. So because I'm in the clinician track, it's kind of interesting actually, because it's like I'm talking to the clinicians about how to talk to the patients about self-care. So here's how you can kind of think about it when you're talking to people, when you're working with them, because not everybody has like a full nuanced idea of what self-care means. And I want to introduce it in this way of lipedema specific self-care. So what does that mean? It means preventing burnout. It means taking time for yourself. It means keeping up with your management, but in a way that is going to be sustainable long term. So I will report back on how that goes, but also about all the other stuff that's in the clinician track. And Catherine will report back on what's in the patient track because she will be attending that one. Let me actually go fetch the information on the Boston Lymphatic Symposium, just in case you are in the area and interested. All right, I will link the, I'm wondering actually, okay, so it looks like it is in person only, I'm pretty sure. So if you're in the area, go check that out. Go look at the agenda and the different speakers that are going to be there and see if it's something you'd be interested in. Because it's really, really important to get this information out there. And when someone hosts a symposium on it, we want to like get as many people registered so that they understand that this is a topic that is interesting to people, interesting to clinicians, interesting to patients, so that we get more and more of them. By the same people or by different people, whoever, as long as we can have this kind of stuff, because these in-person meetups are really helpful for making connections, networking, getting the research dispersed to the patient and the clinician group so that they understand, so that it's talked about with nuance, all this stuff. So those are the two big things that are coming up. We have the Kickstart plan, which is linked in the comments, and then we also have the Boston Lymphatic Symposium, which again means that we won't have a Facebook Live next week, but the week after next, we'll be doing a recap for you guys. Let's see, and then we do have some comments, so I want to make sure to address them. EJ said, "Hi, I'm looking forward to the 3-day weekend. Me too. It always goes by so fast, but it is nice." And then Jenny said, "Hi, hello back." And we've got some hearts in the chat. That is very sweet. And Kai said, "I really wish I could go to Boston. It's really cool." The first time that I went was when we did the Dr. Perrin workshop. Lipedema Simplified hosted the workshop for a bunch of physical therapists and lymphatic therapists and stuff to learn the Perrin technique. And I ended up going to that one to learn more about what this technique was and the science behind it. And while I was there, Catherine gave Leslyn, Dr. Perrin, and I a tour, like a car tour, basically around Boston. And it's like, this is this historical thing. This is where this thing happened, like the birth of the country. Very, very cool place. I would highly recommend it if you can ever get out there. And then Lori said, "I wish I could get to Boston. So close, just 5 hours away, but I can't get the time off." That that reminds me of whenever I talk to my husband, because he is European. I'll be like, "Oh yeah, it's only like 12 hours away or 5 hours away or whatever." Talking about like where we're gonna live versus like where my parents live, or like this place in Florida versus this place in Florida, is like, you Americans have a very weird concept as to how close something is. But oops, sorry, I have a YouTube video that started playing randomly. Okay, so yeah, I think that is my sign that this is the end of today. It is a short one. But it is only me, and yeah, I don't know what else to say beyond that. But yes, I hope anybody who can come to Boston does come. Even if you can't make it to the symposium, just reach out to Catherine or me or something. Maybe we can like grab a coffee or something, um, and hang out and chat. So I will be there not just for the symposium, but I'll also be hanging out with Catherine over the weekend. Not this weekend, but next weekend. And I will be cooking some good keto food to share with her, and we will have a grand old time. Grand old time. Anyway, so that is all from me this week. I will see you again the week after next, or if you're at the symposium or in Boston, I'll see you next week. But I hope everybody enjoys the long weekend for those in the US. And I hope you just enjoy the regular weekend if you're not in the US. So everybody have a good time. I will see you next time. And yeah, have fun, learn something new, be creative, make good choices.